Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video on a subject that is one of my favorites, and that is goal setting and resolutions. It really bothers me when people are like, why you set resolutions? Nobody sticks to them anyway. And I'm like, that is such a poisonous, yucky mentality to have, because I've worked with many clients, I've worked with many entrepreneurs that have set new fresh goals in January, and by the middle of the year and the end of the year they have made a complete transformation. And it's because if you don't set those goals, if you don't set intentions of, realizing where you are right now and then being like, this is where I want to be in the future, you're never gonna get between there. If you don't set the goal, you're never gonna hit it. So I think that's such a yucky mentality to have. And my strategic goal setting started about 7 years ago when I started my business. I was learning from one of my mentors, Chalene Johnson, and I go through her goal setting stuff every single year. And this year it just wasn't speaking to me. And I was trying to go through the motions of what I was doing in the past. And then I came at it from a different standpoint. So I'm gonna share with you guys how I kind of set my goals differently than I have in past years. So I started with just a blank notebook pad, a blank piece of paper, just like this, where it just has lines. And I wrote down all of the goals that I think would be crazy cool to happen in 2018. So that's step one, is brainstorm all of the goals that you want to achieve. On mine, I have everything from business goals to the amount of income I want to make, to the debt that we want to have paid off, to what we want to have in savings. I have on here, we welcome a beautiful, healthy baby to our family in July. A number in savings, a business goal, another business goal, another business goal, setting up an automatic retirement fund. You guys don't even yell at me for that. I know I need to do it. And then even something like furnishing the nursery. What I want my postpartum journey to look like differently. I just went through and I brainstormed everything. I didn't think about how is that going to be possible to put that much into our savings. I didn't think about necessarily the how. I just was like, what's in my heart? What would be crazy, cool, ridiculously awesome to achieve this year? And when I did that, I looked at these goals and I'm like, man, a lot of them really do mesh together. So I made the list on one side, and then on the flip side, I took those goals, this is step two, I took those goals and I made them into either monthly or 3-month goals. So if you're talking let's say you set a goal of having a certain number of money in your savings, right? Maybe you can think of a number to put into savings out of each paycheck, and that will add up to the big number at the end of the year. Or if you get bonuses at work, you know that you're gonna put a percentage. My husband and I talked about how bonuses, if we get any bonus money, whether that's a commission or a surprise from work, or if any extra money comes along, it's gonna be split into 3: savings, spending, and debt. That's the 3 categories that it's going to go into. So let's say that's $300. We're gonna put 100 into savings, 100 into debt, and maybe go out on a nice date night and spend $100 of it. Or if one of us wants to purchase something with that $100, that's what we will be doing. So with those smaller goals and breaking them down, with business goals, I really, thought about what would that mean in terms of clients and new entrepreneurs to be helping? What would that mean towards, one of my goals is YouTube this year and building my channel and reconnecting with those of you who follow me on here. And so one of my goals is to hit 10,000 subscribers, and how I can break that down into smaller goals is uploading 3 videos a week. You know what I mean? Like, yes, the big goal is to grow my channel, to help and serve more people, to share videos with you guys that you want to see and that are helpful to you, right? And I have to put that as a tangible small step. I can look at each week and be like, did I upload 3 videos? If the answer is yes, then that goal is I can measure that goal, right? So step 1 was have the big brain dump. Like, dream big. Don't worry about the how. Just put it out there, what is in your heart. Because you guys, I'm telling you, like, some of these on my list, I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but it'd be really stinking cool. That's the type of goals I want you to write down. And then look at your goals and think of how can you break them down into smaller pieces. Is it, you know, putting a certain number of money towards debt a month, or, you know, uploading to YouTube 3 times a week? Or another one is within my business, I am accepting 5 new people onto my team each month. So that is how I set my big goals and then broke them down a little bit. The next step that I want to talk to you guys about is keep this list. So that's why I just chose a piece of paper, because this is super easy to just put by my desk, and in the morning while I'm drinking my pre-workout, or after, you know, my son goes to bed, if I'm in my office, I can just read through these and remind myself what it is that I'm working towards. It's tip number 3 is keep them in front of you. Because if you just write this stuff down and then like forget about it the rest of the year, your intention is not going to be towards what you have written down. But if you are reading it, you're reminding yourself of it, your intention will flow towards these goals. Like, you know, instead, this was a huge one when I was paying off my student loan debt. I would be online shopping, or we lived by the mall in town, so I'd be at the mall and I would be like, okay, well, that was about like $80. I was going to spend $80 at this store. I'd put that $80 towards my student loans, and then I'd think like, okay, do I still want that stuff, or am I good with just paying off my student loans? And doing those small payments over time adds up so quickly, you guys. I know it's like $40 here, $80 there, $20 there. Doesn't seem like it's gonna make a difference, but it does. And then my last tip for you is setting reminders. So for us, one of our reminders can be to, with, you know, the example of paying off debt again. I know with student loans, you can pre-schedule extra payments. So like you have your automatic monthly ones coming out, but let's say you want to put an extra $100 towards your student loans every month. You can then go in and pre-schedule all those throughout, like, I think with mine it was 4 months, like 4 months in advance, 3 to 4 months. So I would make those extra scheduled payments way ahead of time, and I wouldn't even have to think about them. Or even setting reminders on your phone. Like we get paid certain quarterly bonuses. I have a reminder in my phone that, hey, that quarterly bonus is going towards, you know, 30% of it is going towards savings, 30% is going towards debt, and 30% you can have a little bit of fun with. And that is the reminder in my phone for the days that those bonuses get deposited. Now, I know not every job has, you know, things where that happens, and Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. I have to hit certain goals within that time frame to get those quarterly bonuses, but it's just, I have automatic reminders set up. And also, like, I also put on my goals list, like, I want to furnish the nursery. So what I did is I thought about what we need for that, which is a crib, a dresser. We're all about our rocking chair. We got a Bye Bye Baby. We're gonna get the same one, but for the new baby. The monitor, the camera monitor that's compatible with the one we have now, and a sound machine. And I'm like, really? That's all we need for the baby. And I kind of did a rough estimate of like, okay, the crib and dresser I like on Wayfair right now is this much, and you know, we gotta get a mattress for that. And I budgeted it out, so then come like the next few months when we do have extra spending money, I can be like, oh, I can get the sound machine, or I can get the monitor, or let's get the rocker, or whatever it is. So it's broken down. And oftentimes I think the biggest struggle with goal setting is maybe not setting the goals, it's staying focused and staying in your own lane. I know a lot, and especially in the industry I'm in, you can see other people achieving certain goals, or you know, purchasing these things, and you're like, oh, do I want that? Like, I haven't done that yet. Maybe I should do that. But the hardest thing for me this year is going to be staying focused, staying in my own lane, doing what's best for me and my family, and what's in the plan that we want to achieve for 2018. So I hope this video helped you guys. Just to recap a little bit, my main tips were: number one, do a big epic brainstorm, dream big, be very specific in what it is that you're writing down. If you're putting down a number of pounds you want to lose, make sure it's very strategic, like it's very clear, like I weigh blah 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 by blah blah blah, or I am making this amount, or I am blah blah blah, and they're very, very specific. Then you look at the list and they ask yourself, how can you break it down even further? Set reminders on your phone and keep this list in front of you at all times, so you stay focused and stay in your own lane. I hope you guys have an amazing new year. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these tip type of videos. One video I was thinking of doing for you guys is my planners and my like time management, organization stuff. If that is a video you'd be interested, please let me know in the comments. If I get a lot of comments or thumbs up, then I will know to do that, but I can nix it if you guys aren't like planner nerdy like I am. I'm super planner nerdy.